3, 2, 1, start. At that time, there was a press report that detailed the pitiable plight of prisoners languishing in jails in Bihar for periods longer than they would have been there had they been tried and convicted and given maximum sentence. My parents read the article and they decided to file a writ of habeas corpus in the Supreme Court on behalf of the under trial prisoners. My parents did not have the Wakalatnama of these prisoners, nor did they know them. The registry of the Supreme Court raised the objection in this regard. My parents responded that they were officers of the court, citizens of this country, and that Article 32 of the Constitution does not say who can move to the Supreme Court. It just says the right to move to the Supreme Court to protect fundamental rights, which is a guaranteed right, and it is the constitutional duty of the court to protect the fundamental rights of the prisoners. Hence, the stand of my parents was that they were bringing to the notice of the court the violation of the fundamental rights of these prisoners. That is how the matter got listed in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court issued notice which resulted in the release of about 40,000 prisoners in about 6 months. This was the first PIL in India, which was followed by the Bhagalpur blindings case again from Bihar. The terrible custodial torture happened with 33 under trial prisoners who were suspected criminals. They were blinded by the police who poured acid into their eyes after piercing the eyes with bicycle spokes and needles. Cotton soaked with acid bandaged around the eyes to ensure complete blindness. The police officers involved were given awards by the state for supposedly containing crime. This horrific case was again litigated by my parents before the Supreme Court as a PIL. My parents did about 100 PIL cases pro bono during their lifetime for disadvantaged sections of the society like leprosy patients, mentally ill patients, and sati victims. There are a lot of people who do not have access to the courts because of some disability, mental inability, illiteracy, or simply poverty. PIL is the remedial jurisprudence that requires the writ court to discharge its constitutional obligation to protect the fundamental rights and human rights of those lacking access to courts. Should there be no government policy or law on a particular matter, the court can lay down policy or even legislate to protect fundamental rights till parliament steps in, like in Vishakha case. So PIL was a new jurisprudence altogether which was initiated by my parents, where the court assumes new roles other than as an adjudicator. The jurisprudence of PIL was later expanded to include diffuse rights or governance issues, but that has been a matter of some debate. Mediation is a voluntary and confidential process to assist the parties to resolve their conflict themselves. The mediator does not decide the conflict but merely controls the process to assist the parties in their negotiations. Stop.